Good morning. Huh? 5 o'clock, I think. I haven't slept since. I fell asleep about 9 and woke up about 1. I watched that first video and I'm all over the place. I'm touching my nose like a fucking sniff head. I've had a bit of a cold actually, but yeah, I can see how active I am. This is what's kicked in. The shit that happened, because I'm not talking about the past, this is the recent illness, anxiety kicked in massively, and I can't fucking calm it down. I think that's been a part of my weight loss. But anyway, yeah, the other video, I don't know if it wasn't cold when I talked about me not shedding a tear for Zunes. I mean, Zunes was complete. Yeah? She saved my life on more than one occasion. I never ever saw her lose any kind of control. As a puppy, maybe, she'd chase something. But she was always the personification of calmness. She only ever barked if there was a warning. I think I've probably said it before, but the first time she ever barked, we were up in the Langdales, right on the top of, I think it was Paley Pike or one of those. I forgot the name of it. Stickle Pike. But there's a way up that mountain there called, fucking hell, yeah, I think Alzheimer's is kicking in. Bit of dementia. Jake's Rake. And instead of walking up the footpath, you almost climb up the mountain. It is quite dangerous. You do get a couple of deaths every year. But we were on the top of there early morning having breakfast, and suddenly Zunes, for the first time in her life, and she was in her first year, she barked because this head popped up 30, 40 yards away from this mountain. And it was a warning, and that's how she continued throughout life. If she barked, I always had to be aware. But as a not a role model, just I couldn't cry for her. She had a perfect full life. Of course she went through loads of torment, the eviction she went through, you know, moving here, moving from one house to my mum's and all that. But everything that goes wrong in life is a lesson, yeah? If you just carry on through life, doing your 40 hours a week until you get to retirement, the chances are that lesson might be the biggest shock you've ever had in your fucking life. Yeah? Everything's a lesson. I'm going to give you a little bit of what I've learned from Toll and the power of now. Before I carry on any further, Carl, get Peter to read We Are the Luckiest by Laura McGowan. Honestly, it's a fantastic read for someone who's trying or giving up the drink. Anyway, yeah. What I've learned from Toll, I'm going to explain it in the most basic terms. This is the whole thing that I put together. Most of us have things going all the time in our mind, our thinker, yeah? If we walk down the street and we see someone talking to themselves or rambling away, what do we think? Automatically we think, that guy's got, or that lady's got mental health issues, or whatever. But what we don't realise is that that is happening to all of us all of the time. In most cases, we don't actually, say it out loud. But this is going on all the time in our minds. And this thinker, as Toll calls it, controls everything from our emotions, our actions. It controls our whole body. Or tries to. It's part of the ego. Yeah? It wants to bring back the past all the time as to how you will do something. The basics of what I'm going to say now is that what's Toller's taught me, that when this fucking thinker here comes up with something fucking negative or whatever, yeah, that because it's been a lifetime of nurture and, you know, nature, which has made me as I am, I can't change what this thinker comes in with. Whether it's a, you know, and it's normally a bad idea. But what I can do is actually notice it. Yeah? Notice what the thinker is suggesting. Yeah? Whether it be a reaction to someone who's insulted you. Whether it be a reaction while you're driving your car, a bit of road rage. Instead of reacting as you've done in the past, question what this thing is suggesting. And maybe change your actions. I mean, I personally learned off David Rico now, like when someone cuts me up on the road or gets right up my arse, I just say, you know, may Buddy be with you, you know. Enjoy your day, you know. I've lost. There's no more time for anger. There's no more time for regret, resentment. It's all about now. I feel as though I've had, no matter how short it may be, a near-death experience. And that I've come back from it a totally different person. I'm certainly feeling that way physically. I'm struggling to control the anxiety. I'm struggling to control the way my body is because I'm crippled from my back to my neck, and yet I can't seem to sit still. But the weight loss has helped. Anyway, that's me. Fuck that. Anyway, I'm not going to carry on because it takes forever to load these up because I've got no internet. But yeah, just listen to what I said. Don't listen to what I said there. You know, just if it registers, it registers. It's not about trying to learn something. It's not about trying to find enlightenment. It's not about trying to get to nirvana. It's about behaving in a way as we go through life that will automatically put us there. A bit like Zooms. Because Zooms has gone off into the unmanifested. There's no doubt about that. Just because of the way she was. And we can all act that way. You know, karma is a word so often used. Yet people get the wrong impression of karma. Karma really is a repeat of the way you've been in life. So you get some old people who are having a right bastard of an old age. And that's maybe because they weren't perfect as they've come through this journey. You know? Take care. I do love you all. I mean it. I love everyone now. Even fucking... There's too many to mention.